Welcome to Data Skills Academy, your gateway to mastering data. Innovate, adapt, and excel in today's data-driven world. Unlock your potential with cutting-edge courses for real-world impact. Transform your career with essential data and AI skills.
All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at a really unique way to learn one of the most important skills out there right now. This quote right here really just nails the problem, doesn't it? We are absolutely swimming in data every single day, but the skill to actually turn all that noise into a smart decision or a cool new idea, well, that's way, way rarer. It's this huge gap between just having information and knowing what to do with it. And look, this data dilemma isn't some abstract academic thing. It affects literally everything, from how a business grows to how we make scientific breakthroughs. Being able to read data is fast becoming just as essential as, being able to read words on a page. So the big question is, how do you bridge that gap? Well, the approach we're digging into today isn't about memorizing lines of code. Nope. It's about changing the way you think, about adopting the mindset of an actual data scientist. Let's just pause on that for a second. What does it really mean to understand data? Is it just about knowing a programming language, or is it something deeper? This is the exact question this academy is built to answer. And boom, there it is. This is where their whole philosophy just clicks into place. The goal isn't just to teach you what data is, but how to approach it. It's like the difference between memorizing a recipe and actually understanding cooking. One lets you follow directions, sure, but the other? It lets you invent something brand new. Okay, so that sounds great, right? A new mindset. But how do you get there? Let's take a look at the actual path they lay out for learners. It's designed to walk you all the way from the absolute basics to genuine mastery. And what's really cool is that this journey is for everybody. It seriously doesn't matter if you're a total beginner who's never written a line of code or a seasoned pro who just wants to sharpen their skills. The whole structure is built to meet you right where you are. So here's the game plan, broken down into 3 super clear stages. First, you build that rock-solid foundation with the core ideas. Then, right away, you start applying what you've learned in real-world situations. And the final step? That's where you achieve real mastery, by building your own projects from scratch. And these are not just abstract, theoretical lessons. We're talking about real, tangible skills. You can see from these courses, scraping social media data, mastering SQL, every single lesson is designed for how things are done in the real world. This is the stuff that pros actually do. Okay, so once you've built that solid foundation, what's next? This is where things get really interesting, because it's time to move beyond those clean, perfect, predictable tutorials and start tackling the messy, complex stuff you'd find in a real job. The DSA Playgram? And honestly, the best way to think about it is like a sandbox or a playground for data scientists. It's a space where you get these challenges that don't have a clean, easy answer in the back of the book. It forces you to think on your feet, to get creative. Just look at these examples. Handling missing values, merging live data streams. These aren't just technical exercises. This is the chaos of real-world information. Learning how to navigate this kind of mess is exactly what separates a beginner from an expert. And that's what the Playgram is all about. So as we start to pull all these threads together, you can really see the endgame. It's not just about teaching you how to write code. The whole point is to turn that knowledge into a skill and then transform that skill into a real opportunity. This slide just captures the whole philosophy perfectly. You can see that massive shift from the old way, which is basically just memorizing stuff from a textbook, to the academy way. And that's all about building curiosity, creativity, and having the courage to actually go out and build something cool. And this really is their whole mission in a nutshell. You see how it all connects? The idea of thinking like a scientist, the hands-on projects, the Playgram, it all leads to this one central goal: helping you turn raw data into a real opportunity. And in the end, it all boils down to this really simple but powerful idea. It's a chain reaction. The data is just the raw material. The process turns it into a skill. And it's that skill that ultimately opens up the doors and creates opportunities. And so that leaves us with this final, really powerful question. And it's not for me to answer, it's for you. When you have that skill, when those opportunities start to open up, what are you going to build? If that question gets you fired up and you're ready to start that journey for yourself, you can find out everything you need to know at dataskillacademy.com.